G'day crew, welcome to another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. Today I just wanted to reflect on a number of client coaching engagements and sessions that I've had over the last 3 or 4 months, and while they've been quite different businesses and the issues that we've broached have been quite unique to each business, one thing stood out is that really what I was doing was helping my clients get unstuck from fear-based decision making to addressing a challenge or an issue from a place of positivity and opportunity. And as I said, each of these clients had quite different issues, and each of them were long-term successful business owners. So they weren't new startup businesses, they weren't starting out for the first time. They've been in business for quite a while and had quite successful brands. But in relation to these key decisions, they were really stuck and unable to make a decision that they knew was right because, firstly, they were either attached to how things were or are, and they didn't want things to change, even though the circumstances dictate that they had to make change. There was no option. Secondly, there was a situation and an unqualified person made an ill-informed comment, and all of a sudden what became a really simple decision, the owner had this real doubt in his mind as to if he was doing the wrong thing, right? And finally, a client, he was looking to make a decision to do something in his business. He'd made that decision twice before in the past, and with really, really successful outcomes with his business, right? For the business. It resulted in massive growth for his business. And yet he still couldn't look at that same decision today and go, yes, I'm going to make that decision, even though it was patently the right one. And in each of these cases, the decision was being driven by emotion and irrational fear. And interestingly, that fear, whatever the reason that driving that fear, blinds us and blinded them to the opportunity that was being presented. And as coaches, we know that they're being stuck and they're making fear-based decisions because we hear this: yes, but. So we're clear, you're not Kim Kardashian, and but is not good. So what should you do to break that pattern? Well, firstly, you need to be aware that you're actually in that pattern and that's what's happening for you. Really simple. As I said, when we hear someone say yes, but, that's saying to us, yes, I know this is the right decision based on everything I've seen and heard, but I'm still not going to do it. So when you hear yourself do that, boom, catch yourself and go, right, this is what's going on. Second, make sure you're gathering objective information. It needs to be timely, it needs to be accurate, it needs to be from a really reliable source. And finally, if you're still stuck or you still got that little bit of doubt, go and discuss it with someone. But make sure that someone is qualified and unemotionally attached to the decision that you're looking to make. Right? That may be a mentor, it might be an industry expert, it might be a business coach or your business coach, right? And the final thing is, if you're watching this, you're most probably running a pretty good business, right? And by having a good business, that tells me that you've made a lot of really good decisions in your time. And those good decisions outweigh the mistakes that you've made. So guess what? Number 4, back yourself in. Believe that you're capable of making the right decision, because you have up to this date, otherwise you wouldn't be here watching it. Right, so hopefully these tips help you move forward and they make your business and your life better regardless of the circumstances. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you again next week for another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. Happy days.
Sounds great.